Hi guys, welcome back to Mansell Media Corner, and today is another ranking of my top 5 WWE 2001 pay-per-views. What a great year for wrestling in WWE in 2001. You had the birth of the alliance, which was ECW and World Championship Wrestling merged together to fight Team WWE at the Survivor Series. And you had an amazing WrestleMania, great SummerSlam. So in at number 5 is No Mercy 2001. This is actually a really solid pay-per-view, an amazing ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship, pitting Champion Christian versus Babyface Edge. Great World Championship Wrestling Championship match, pitting then the WCW Champion The Rock versus Chris Jericho. And a great triple threat match for the WWE Championship, which is Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kurt Angle versus Rob Van Dam. The only downside is the lingerie match with pitting Tori Wilson versus Stacy Keibler. But yeah, that's in at number 5. In at number 4 is my first WWE DVD where I brought. I think I got this, I believe, from Woolworths in King Swingford in the West Midlands. But this is the Alliance. The winner takes it all versus Team Alliance. So on Team WWE, you've got the likes of the legendary The Undertaker, Y2J, Chris Jericho, The Rock, Big Show and Kane. This is just, I think Jericho just turned heel, or he was teasing his heel run. But they went up against RVD, Booker T, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kurt Angle and Shane McMahon. One hell of a Survivor Series elimination match, a long match, but an epic. You also had the 6-pack challenge for the Women's Championship, which is Trish's first WWE Championship. You also had a steel cage match, which was quite a fun match. Hardy Boys versus the Dudleys. You also had Edge versus Test unification match. But the only downside of this one, wasn't the big fan of the 22-man Battle Royale, which is an Immunity Invitational Battle Royale match. 22 WCW and WWF superstars. And also Christian versus Al Snow wasn't that good either. But it shows you though how old this is. Look at that DVD video, NTSC. Also you could play this on the PlayStation 2. And if I remember, that was my first SmackDown game for the PlayStation 2 that year. So that's in at number 4, which is Survivor Series. In at number 3, which is just after September the 11th, this is the Unforgiven 2001 pay-per-view. Great championship match between Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kurt Angle. And again, Edge versus Christian. All their matches, what they've ever had with each other, have been awesome. Got an awesome hardcore championship match, which is Rob Van Dam versus Whitey J. Chris Jericho. The Rock versus Booker T and Shane McMahon's a decent handicap match. But you got a match, I think even to this day, Undertaker was not a big fan of. Against Chronic, which I think was Crush, and I think it was Adam Bomb, but that match wasn't very entertaining at all. You also had Raven versus Perry Saturn, which is okay. So yeah, that's in at number 3. In at number 2, another tag classic, but this classic Royal Rumble pay-per-view. 30-man Royal Rumble. What a Royal Rumble match this is. Easily one of the best. There's only 2 participants, so I wasn't a big fan of in this one. It is the Drew Carey and the Honky Tonk Man. But the rest of the match is pretty fun. But it's still one of the best Royal Rumble matches of all time. Then you've also got, again, another classic match between Chris Benoit and Chris Jericho, which nowadays is a forgotten, especially what happened, pardon me, in 2007 with Chris Benoit. We also had a really good championship match between Kurt Angle and Triple H. But yeah, it's number 2. In at number 1, this is the reissued of the WWE WrestleMania 17. But you've got an absolute shocking main event finish between Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. Still to this day, 2 of the most iconic wrestlers in the Attitude Era in this period of time. Going at it, but you had a really fun street fight match between Shane McMahon and Mr. McMahon. You had an absolute classic of the TLC 2, which pits the Dudley Boys versus Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys. Also had an awesome match between Triple H and The Undertaker. Also there, China versus Ivory for the Women's Championship. You had a classic match between Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit again. Amazing WrestleMania, but the only downside, and I was thinking about this earlier, what was the theory behind the gimmick battle royale? I mean, you had the likes of Earthquake, who wasn't in great nick. You had James E. Cornette, I don't think was ever a wrestler. You had Tugboat, the Bushwhackers, Duke, the Dumpster Trophy. And don't get me wrong, I love Bobby the Brain Heenan, still one of my favourite heel commentators of all time. But you had Mean Gene Oakland as well on commentating. But a lot of the participants were past their heyday, pardon me. So yeah, that's easy at number 1. WrestleMania 17, of course. Of course, the theme tune at WrestleMania was My Way by Limp Bizkit, so absolute classic WrestleMania. if you've got the original one, it'd be worth a lot, because this is the remastered. I've also got in the remastered 19 from 2003, 14 I believe 98, and 15 which is 99. But yeah, that's my ranking of 2001. So, as we've got plenty of time in this video, I'm going to do a lot of shout outs to some of the guys. So, starting off with a local guy from up the road from where I live, in Dudley Way. It is my good friend James from Jim Jammer Movies and TV. Recently bought Lady Roddy Piper, born from controversy, or born to controversy. But he gave me a shout out to his channel, when he picked it up for 99p for cash convert instead of, I think it was $8.99 in CEX. Then we got Scottish Geek guy who also likes his wrestling, which I didn't know. We got the legend that is Big Paulie. Not the biggest wrestling fan, but I know when Fighting With My Family came out, he picked up the Page Superstar Special DVD for most. And then, of course, I've always said this guy, his 2 books are awesome. It's Tweet Wrestling. If you're aware, he did 2 books. His first one was about the WWE wrestling figures of the 1990s. Went into fully good detail, and his second book was more about the merchandise and collectibles. And we got the DVD and film bloke. He did his like WWE DVD collection a couple of years ago, and he's got plenty. And that's William Barnett. And then of course the legend had his Beatdown Bunny. He does like what he's picked up from of the month type of vlog type of thing, what people have like given to him as subscribers or favours. But yeah, then we got the legend that is Jamie Powell, AJ's Movie Place, Scott the Movie Critic, again a very good friend of mine, small screen, big screen reviews with hell of a YouTuber. And we got Smith Boy Reviews and Sly Reviews, Lisa Loves, Ready Play Movies, Magpie Movies and Music, Movie Chats, Rock God 2004, Mondo Televec Movies, Eli Johnson 8124, who I've recently subbed, and also Nathan the Wrestling Guy. So yeah, that's my ranking of 2001 WWE pay-per-views. Let me know what some of your highlights of that like period were, in 2001. I always like reading your comments, and the amount of praise I get for my videos is awesome. So that's a special thank you. So yeah, please like, share and subscribe to Mansell Media Corner. I'll be doing like some some CDs ranking soon, and some more Funko Pops and random stuff like that coming up. And going episode 6 of what I've watched recently. So yeah, all what I can say is thank you for watching Mansell Media Corner, and goodbye and enjoy your day. Thank you.